Hey, what's up, y'all? KG in the building. Algorithms or whatever you call them. It's my apartment, so I live here. Whatever the kids are calling them now. Well, I mean, technically I am in a building, but you ain't supposed to take that type of stuff literally because it's just a figure of speech. It's slang, it's vernacular that the youth meant to use. Welcome back to my channel, The Eccentric Dandy. I am KG. If you want to just go ahead, let's jump into it. This is my first product review. Woo woo. Woo woo. Yeah, 2022. Okay. I'm excited to share a line that I'm actually pretty new to. But yeah, let's get into it. Toga Virilis, baby. These really great loafers. I'm actually very new to this line. I believe it's on Essence as well as some other places. If not, I think Farfetch as well. I'm very obsessed with Studio 54. They had to find ways to determine who would get in and wouldn't get in, like based upon how you dressed, if you're a girl, if you're a guy. They said one of the things that they would do was look at the shoes of people when they were coming in, and if you had like really bad shoes, then it was like, nah, like you ain't getting in, bruh, sorry about it. I must have been like a teenager, and I was like, oh my gosh, like shoes are important. I'm in my mid-30s now, so I'm not just wearing any and every shoe. I used to wear a lot of really uncomfortable shoes. Now they have to look good and they have to be nice. So anyways, I blabbed enough. Let's talk about these. I don't know how well I can show on camera. They are like this kind of like deep olive. This color versus like brown or black is like you could wear it with something that's black or brown or different colors, which I sometimes do. You want to be very careful with that. And then you like, if you're like taking into account like your belt and then other accessories, then you have to be like very careful. I also like this kind of detail that's on the back of the heel. It's a lower heel and it's like a dark color heel, and so the fact that it kind of has this detail where if you're wearing kind of like long slacks with it, that just like little silver thing can like just like pop out, and I'm like, ooh, he's doing something else. He different. There was a very big trend, I want to say like 6 years ago. There's been a moment that like kind of menswear, it was like, it started like in the early 2000s with the whole metrosexual, ubersexual thing, like wearing suits and men being more polished, and kind of went mainstream. So there was this kind of craze with a double monk strap. This is not a double monk strap, but it does have like the strap on the front of it, which is like super cool. And it's comfortable. It's made in Portugal, which is great. I generally will look for a shoe that's made in Italy, in Portugal, or in Spain, or in France. And I see a lot of shoes, but if I find one that's made in France, I'm dropping to the floor and I'm getting it. Okay, first off, like, things aren't produced in France or England. Things like, if you find a shoe that's produced in England, like, good, we're talking about quality. Like Italy is like, you can find some really great stuff, especially footwear that's like produced in Italy, but they run with that reputation. Like some of the houses that are producing stuff can be really great, and then some can be not so great, and so you just kind of have to really know your stuff. This is very rare, so even if it's like a no-name brand or 80s or something, and it's like you find it's made in France or made in England, it's like, definitely like go for it. Even a lot of the French houses, their stuff is like, a lot of it's made in Italy. So like you'll see, like if you find a Chanel or like a Louis Vuitton and it's made in France, I'm not necessarily saying that the craftsmanship is going to be just better, inherently better, just because it's made in France versus Italy. It's just rare. So like for me, I'm already a francophile. Je parle un petit peu de français. Ouais, j'ai étudié français à l'université et aussi à l'école. C'est tout. And so I have a little bit of a bias for anything that's going to be made in some of those countries that I've mentioned. Bleep, 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 bleep. I should like kind of link them here. Then it's like a pretty quality shoe. As far as Portugal, no falo portuguese, but still I will rock y'all shoes. Like a house in Portugal is known for making like footwear, or it's known for making leather goods, then there might be actually a lot of luxury companies that'll just go, like they'll be like, oh, Louis Vuitton has their shoes made at this factory, at this place in Italy. And so there are other different brands that are like, oh, Louis Vuitton, they make Louis Vuitton shoes, so we'll go through there. So it's just kind of like the whole reputation and stuff like that, and have that stamp. I just like shoes. I just looked at it and I thought it was cool. Like with a loafer, once you're like not talking about laces, you can actually dress that up and dress it down. And the thing with menswear, you're generally going to be wearing this with like a long pair of pants, unless you're kind of going for more of a Tom Brown kind of shorts kind of deal situation. And so you'll sort of be visible whether it's a loafer or if it's like an Oxford. But with these, like generally a lot of the time with menswear, you're going to be wearing a pair of slacks, and so you might not necessarily be able to see if you have laces or not. So it's kind of cool. You can dress them up, dress them down with like with jeans or with slacks. I'm definitely going to wear these babies around a little bit. Quality, I think for me, I can touch a shoe and know that it's quality from having so much and seeing so much, and then sometimes just window shopping, which is a great thing to do if you have the opportunity to go to a really nice store, whether it be Saks or Bergdorf or I don't know, Nordstrom, and just kind of window shop. Not necessarily even if you're looking to drop the money. Sometimes maybe you can't even afford it, but I think it's great to know the products and know the names and kind of just do your research and just kind of look at stuff. Because hypothetically, if you did have the amazing funds, which one day you will if you don't already, that you kind of have the sartorial discernment to decide what products are going to be best for your style and your closet, and more building a wardrobe based off of your personal style as far as like following the flock of people. Definitely something to check out. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm a size 44 European. That's again a size 44 European, 10.5 and 11 as far as US sizes. I don't know what the UK equivalent is of that, but if you guys are if you make really nice shoes and you want to send me a pair, please, by all means, feel free. All right, bye.